mentor of our pastor, Reverend Bird, assistant pastor, Reverend Powell. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, it's good to be here. So when you reach 83 years of age, breast cancer, survival, face, makeup, it's good to be anywhere. So first, in order to comply with the guidelines set down by Emily Post in general, and then both of my grandmamas that raised me in Darlington and Sumter counties in particular, I ought to let y'all know that I have enough home training for saying thank you, asking me to come. Because Reverend Bird and Miss Washington didn't have to ask me, but they did. And I ain't got to be here, but I is. And I'm not going to talk long because my grandmama said, if you talk too long, you'll start lying. And politicians will do that now and then. Also, the views expressed this morning on my view, and some of you may not agree with them, but that doesn't bother me, and it shouldn't disturb you. I simply want to say a few things to you that might help you get along better with your fellow man next week. Those that have heard me speak before know that generally I talk about three things all the time, no matter where I go. I may change it around a little bit, but it's the same gravy, won't know. First, I like to start off with Langston Hughes, Betty Mays, Sterling A. Brown, County Cullen, somebody like that. No, I don't do Shakespeare. That's what you want to hear. You got to send for somebody else. Also, I like to talk about things that my grandmamas told me when I was a little boy. As I said this morning, did y'all realize that about 90% of what you know that's worthwhile came from home? Came from home. Now, it's nice for us to go off to college. Nothing wrong with college. I know a certain preacher finished Francis Mary. He's right behind me. There's nothing wrong with college. But you got to carry them when you go to college, carry something with you. Now, if you don't carry nothing with you, you ain't bringing nothing back home with you. And then last but not least, I like to talk about things that I've read in the Holy Scripture. And I'll sit down. Sterling A. Brown wrote something. When I get to tell you what Sterling said and all the things I said, some of you all going to be mad. Jaws full of wind, lips jugging out. And you would talk about me like I was a dog with a tail. While you talking about me, I'm going to get right back out there on I-95 South. Put my cruise control on 8. Now, cruise back down home till I get to Florence. So some of you said Florence. So I'm going to Florence. Hit I-20 west. Go about 70 miles and get off at Fowl Road. Exit 72, Fowl Road. 555. Boys call it the triple nickel. Right there by the state hospital. I get on right there. And I live right there on I-20 and Farrell Road, right across the field from the state hospital. And sometimes my wife tells me that's where I ought to be, at the state hospital. And I don't argue with her because she just might prove a point. I'm simply doing the best I can with what I've got. You don't need crying about what you ain't got. There's nobody want to hear any more hard luck stories. I told him this morning I'm not sitting up here crying because I'm not tall like Reverend Powell. I'm a short man, like somebody else I know sitting behind me. There ain't nothing wrong with being short. The Lord loves short people too. Do the best you can with what you got. Your children like to be crying about what they ain't got, where they were born. Well, I come from the other side of town, across the track. I was raised by my mom. And then them guidance counselors, principals and teachers, and sociologists and social workers. Well, he came from a single parent home. So what? What's your point, except the one sticking up on top of your head? What's your point? They're giving mothers a bad name. They're giving black women a bad name. They said, you can't raise children with discipline like a man can. That's one of the biggest lies ever told. Women can raise children as well, better than men. It's nice to have a man in the house. That's nice. He ain't got to be there. And some of them, I hate to say this, but some of them would be better off if he wasn't there. Well, he came from a broken home. Now who want to hear that? The home I came out of, there ain't nothing in it to grow. You don't want to hear any more excuses. Sterling A. Brown wrote something called Transfer. Sterling A. Brown, Professor Emeritus at Howard University, where my granddaughter attended. Sterling A. Brown said, I stayed in my place, and my place stayed with me. Took what was dished and said I like to find. Figured they'd see I wasn't no trouble. Figured this was the only line. But this is the wrong line we've been riding. And this route will get us where we got to go. All right. Got to get transferred in a new direction. All right. All right. We can stand so much and then don't stand no more. There's a message in that for our children. And there's also a message in it for some of you old children sitting up in here. Sterling is trying to tell you that it's okay to take some stuff sometimes. But after you get so much of it, you ought to stop. You can't stand no more, so you ought to stop. And you ought to do something else. That's why I've always told them, I say, you ain't gonna run over me. No, you ain't gonna run over me. I'll listen to you for a while. But when I get tired of that, it's something else I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do something else. Because I ain't gonna take for so much. Sterling is trying to tell us, and he told us, and I said it this morning, that it was the black church and the NAACP which served as the bridge that brought us over the troubled waters. Some of us will forget. We'll forget in a minute. You bless us get past third grade. Save up 2 quarters and then rub them 2 quarters together. All right. We'll forget from whence we come. As Martin Luther King Jr. said in Stride Towards Freedom, it is so easy for us to forget. We'll forget where we came from. When I was a little boy, my grandmama told us that, boy, I want you to be somebody. I want you to be somebody. And I was raised by my grandmama that stirred grits in the white folks' kitchen. I was a little black boy in the white folks' yard raking the leaves on Saturday mornings. And I'm not ashamed of it. I wear it like a merit badge. Because when I go back today to that one-horse town, Sumter, or even Darling, where they didn't want me and wouldn't let me stay, I go back, having served in the House for 11 years, and in the Senate for 23 years, serving a total of 34 years in the South Carolina General Assembly, having made decisions on every dime they spent in that one-horse town that didn't want me. It was written about the rejected stone record. Yes, sir. The stone they didn't want. That stone became the cornerstone. Yes, sir. When I finished college, August 10, 1956, I had taken the National Teacher Examination, made A on the exam. So my greatest ambition was I wanted to go back to Sumter, where I finished Lincoln High School in '49, and be a school teacher. That was my goal. So I sat down in my typewriter and I wrote my principal, Mr. Kilgore, a letter. I said, "Dear Mr. Kilgore, please be advised that I have matriculated here at Allen University. Having majored in the Social Sciences Department. Please accept this letter as a formal application for a position at Lincoln High School in the Social Sciences, should one arise. May I thank you in advance for your cooperation in this matter and a response at your earliest convenience." I ain't heard nothing from you yet. Unless it is coming in tomorrow's mail. They didn't want me in Sumter and told me, they laughed at me for sending a letter. So okay, Patterson sent a letter again, talking about he want to be a school teacher. So what does he have that he can offer to these children here in Sumter District 17? Who want OK Patterson back here? But you know, it was Joseph that his brothers didn't like. And because they didn't like it, they ganged up on him and sold him into bondage. But when the famine came and the crops didn't produce, it was Joseph that had to go back and feed his brothers that sold him into bondage. He moves in mysterious ways. And he has wonders to perform. You know, and be careful how you talk to your children. You don't know who you're talking to. I'm talking about you parents and you school teachers. Be careful how you talk to your children. You don't know whether you're talking to a bank president or a bank robber.